Oh, little chipmunk. Oh my God, little chipmunk. Good morning and welcome to Keystone, South Dakota. Jordan and I are going to tell you about South Dakota's best kept secret. But first, we're going to fill up the bikes and hop on the road. It is 7:41 in the morning and we are officially heading up to Mount Rushmore once again. I did this beautiful ride last year on the Harley-Davidson Pan America, and the only thing I could think of was I cannot wait to get back and do it again on my own motorcycle. So here we are, 1 year later. So the real reason we're up here is not because I want to see Mount Rushmore again. And that's one of those things where, like, once you see it, you're kind of good. But I have my husband with me, and Jordan has never seen any of this stuff. So I'm taking him the way my friend Matt took me last year. So it was super, it's been awesome having like a guide, and now I kind of know the ways to go, what time to leave and stuff like that. So Jordan's literally just sitting back there and having a good time. The one thing I am nervous about today, because in this video I am going to be showing you portions of Needles Highway and Iron Mountain Road. Obviously the two biggest, most popular roads to do when you visit the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally, or if you just visit the Black Hills of South Dakota in general. But the thing that obviously I think a lot of people know, but not a lot of people act on, is the traffic. So you have got to get up and get out as early as possible. Jordan and I took a little bit of a risk today. We were gonna get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to head out here, but since it's pre-rally, we decided we could leave at 6. There they are. It is just cool. So what I have learned from last year doing this ride is, if you want to do both rides at the same time, which you should because they're very close to each other, you want to start by going Needles Highway first. So what you want to do is you want to ride past Mount Rushmore, all the way back behind Mount Rushmore to the profile view. And then, and of course, like, pull over, take some pictures. I'll show you once we get back there. And then continue on down until you get to the start of Needles Highway. Run Needles Highway, and then at the end, you can take a quick little shortcut. And I don't even know if I'm supposed to be talking about that because it's a very, very lovely kept secret, but I'll show you that when we get there. And once we finish Needles Highway and hop on over, we're going to do Iron Mountain Road, and I do believe you want to do it from south to north. Oh, there's a deer. Yeah, I was trying to tell Jordan the wildlife back here are kind of crazy. Every single time you go through a tunnel, Mount Rushmore gets closer and closer, and we'll show you that in this video as well. So I hope you guys have so much fun and enjoy the ride. So this is the road that takes you out behind the profile view of Mount Rushmore. This road in itself is a beautiful twisty road with gorgeous rock formations, my favorite. And then it's just a quick 12-minute ride down to the beginning of Needles Highway. This is definitely the time of day you want to come. Even right now on a Friday, it's getting pretty busy. Kind of wish we got here earlier. So the beginning of Needles Highway is just very beautiful, very scenic, lush, overgrown. So obviously watch the wild animals, but you can feel the elevation change as we climb up into the hills. I honestly would prefer it to be cloudy right now because going through these trees in the shadows and light is discombobulating. Obviously it's pre-rally, but as of so far, it's been pretty mild. Not a whole lot of traffic. Last year when I did this, I got stuck behind a ton of cars and trucks because that was also pre-rally. But if there's one thing I could suggest to any of you guys that are wanting to do this road, do not hover on that center line. You never ever know who's coming around that corner, and these people cannot stay in their lane up here. Motorcycles use extreme caution as we come up to our very first switchback. And there is absolutely no rush. The speed limit on this road is 35 miles an hour for a reason. Slow down. Take your time. Yes, there are people that are going to want to drag me and scrape peg and have a lot of fun on this road, but this road isn't so much about, you know, riding fast or reckless. It's really about enjoying the views. You are in a beautiful part of the country. Look around. Like right up there, we're climbing these mountains. Ever since I put that 475 cam in my bike, doing any kind of like low speed stuff like this is way choppier than what it used to be. So any type of, I have to preload the throttle so much. And obviously make sure nobody's coming on the other side, because these are single lane tunnels. Please be cautious and wait for people. Motorcycles do not have the right of way. Yeah, this time of day might not be the best day to ride on, or time of day to ride, because I can't, the sun is so blinding. I can't see anything. Wow, look at that view. Okay, officially heading into Needles Highway. I thought that was Needles Highway. I have a lot to learn. Let's get our ticket. Good morning.
You guys together, I take it?
Yes.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
You guys been here before?
I have, yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's for both. Now we are finally on Needles Highway. Well, I thought it wasn't going to be sunny, but I was wrong. So this portion of Needles Highway is 25 miles an hour. And ignore the time on my screen. That's set to East Coast time. So it really is 8:18 in the morning. What do you think so far?
Pretty cool.
Isn't it cool?
It all looks fake.
It's all plaster. So we're gonna go walk up there. Well, I'm sorry you got rushed through the tunnel, but
I can grab the video of this a little bit.
we can walk back through. So they were doing, they were shooting for South Dakota tourism. So they had like that whole cool rig, a couple scramblers, and we didn't get kicked out. She was very polite, but she wanted to get some cool shots of the sun coming through. So we went ahead and moved our bikes to the opposite side of the tunnel.
They're talking to that guy, and she was like, "Do you know each other?"
Yeah, no.
No, just cool bike.
Just cool bikes and cool people being cool. Yep, motorcycles bring us together. Okay, so we wanted to walk up there, but the film crew is here shooting, so we had to hurry up and ride through. So we're walking back through Needles Tunnel, or Needles Eye, and gonna go climb up to the top. It'd be kind of cool if they can ride through with that huge crew. Such a cool rig. I have no idea where the video is going to be. Just check out South Dakota tourism. Back this way. Not easy. Hope you're not afraid of heights. Well, we took a little bit longer at Needles Eye Tunnel than I expected, but when you see a cool camera rig roll up, you just gotta kind of look. So we're going to enjoy the rest of this beautiful ride on Needles Highway before heading over to Iron Mountain Road. Okay, well, we pulled over because we had to look at the needles of Needles Highway, but now I think we're officially going to try to bomb it down to Iron Mountain Road because I feel like we're poking around. But that's what happens when you make YouTube videos. Oh, little chipmunk. Oh my God, little chipmunk. Oh, God. I didn't hit him. Getting back down in the greenery. So beautiful. Buffalo are dangerous. Do not approach. Like I said last year, I'd love to see a bison, like a wild bison, but very far off in the distance in the field, grazing, living its best life, not walking down the road. I was so scared by that situation last year in Yellowstone that I don't think I'll do Yellowstone on a motorcycle again. This has been lovely though. I just really, listen you guys, I love the Sturgis rally. There's a reason I came back again this year. But I definitely will not be, I will not be riding during the rally. I've said it in a video. A lot of people really got butthurt by that video, but all I can say to those people is, hey man, if the shoe fits, wear it, because there are a lot of really unfortunate things that happen during the Sturgis rally just because people are riding outside of their skill level. And like right now, I'm probably technically riding outside of my skill level. That's why I'm obeying the laws. I'm doing the speed limit. I'm being extra cautious because I can. So let's see if we can find this shortcut to get from Needles Highway to Iron Mountain Road. Just had to switch batteries and officially hopping on Iron Mountain Road. Right there. So Jordan and I were just discussing, he's not a huge like bucket list kind of guy, but I was like, well, you got 2 big old bucket list roads on your belt. And he's like, I just really kind of came out here to see these roads, not for the rally. And he's like, yeah, the Sportster probably isn't the best bike for this stuff, but it's sure been getting a lot of compliments. So what did you think of Needles Highway?
So far, that's been like the prettiest area we've gone to. It's, I don't know, it all feels fake still to me too.
It is, like, especially because we're from Ohio, we're just not used to seeing rock formations like that. So it is kind of like a bit of a shock factor the first time you see it.
It all looks like a Disney set.
Yeah, just all fake. Well, that's kind of what I think about, when we go into like Deadwood and Keystone and all these old western cities. It looks like a movie set.
Yeah, it really does. I do appreciate the difference in scenic overlooks compared to like Ohio and down south and like going through West Virginia. Like West Virginia feels very cramped. This feels much more spread out.
Open. And it's so crazy to think, like we were just talking about, we keep calling South Dakota the West, and we're technically at the Continental Divide. Like we are smack in the middle of North America. So in my mind, it feels like the West because it's arid and, well, it's actually very green right now. But it's very arid and spaced out, and then you get to the real West and, oh, there's nothing.
What's funny about this bike is it's so willing to like dive in still. Like it's so front end tipsy. It's hilarious. It's like I'm like going around these corners, I'm like, whoa.
On your knobbies.
Yeah, it's probably more than knobbies too, because it can't decide which like block to lay on.
Well, that's like what I've been struggling with on this ride also, is because I have never ridden these roads on my road glide. I did ride my road glide to South Dakota last year, but I didn't do these roads because I already did them on the Pan America. And after getting it worked on at the Blockhead garage, we put that aftermarket cam on it, and so slowing down to these slower speeds, the bike really is lurchy. It's not smooth anymore. And sure enough, my check engine light just came back on because I just had brand new O2 sensors put in, so I don't know what's going on with the bike. I need to get it figured out because we still have like over 2,000 miles to ride on this trip, even getting back home. But I don't want it to go into limp mode. That's like my biggest fear. But I just can't imagine this during the rally. Oh. And that's another thing, you guys watching this video, is like, please take into consideration how long it takes to get places. Like, we left Sturgis at 6:30 in the morning didn't get to Keystone until like 7:45, I think. No. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe 7:40. Yeah, 7:45. Yeah. So, and then we didn't even get onto Needles Highway until like 8 a.m. So it just takes a long time to get from place to place. And now it's 9:37. So we've already been on the road for 3 hours, and we're just now getting into Iron Mountain Road. I think we're going to try to find a nice lunch spot in Keystone too. If it's even lunchtime by then. Because it technically stops up here, but this is... Alright, well, I had to wait a little over 12 hours before I could finish this video because I was so upset. Currently sitting at the Sturgis Coffee Company editing this video, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about the GoPro situation. I've lost footage before. It is what it is. You just kind of get upset, get over it, and move on. But I lost a very personal and just a memorable conversation with Jordan on Iron Mountain Road. I lost the whole thing. It just completely stopped right before we actually got onto the most beautiful scenic part of that ride. And we had synced up our cameras. We were ready to talk about it. And I think we personally had some of like the best conversations we've ever had in our relationship about solo travel, traveling together, experiencing new things. And it wasn't like a big meaningful conversation, but it was just insight into the way he thinks, the way I think, and it's all gone. Out of both of the roads that we did yesterday, Needles Highway and Iron Mountain, which one would you say is better?
Iron Mountain.
Yeah. Needles has definitely more scenic overlooks, but compare it to Iron Mountain.
Yeah, the sharp like J hooks and everything. You got to be comfortable doing those though. But the nice thing about Iron Mountain is it's wider.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's more forgiving there, but Needles was cool. The one little part of it was.
The one little part. It was a beautiful road. It is just very technical, and you have people that really don't know how to ride or drive on that road, so you couldn't really stop and smell the roses, as I call it.
There's also a lot going on that road. There was like campgrounds and different theaters and different stuff going on. So that was interesting. There's a lot of additional traffic going on around that.
It's in Custer State Park, so it is very busy. The tiny little stretch that you get to do is like 6 miles or something. It's not super long. Very beautiful, but I think after doing this the second time, I think I prefer Iron Mountain Road. I would go back and do that one again and again.
Yeah.
So, how did the Sportster do on those?
Okay.
The secret is Jordan's looking for a new motorcycle.
Well,
he's not going to get rid of the Sportster.
Yeah.
Just something a little more capable of like highway and technical riding.
The Sportster is fun because it's kind of like a challenge to take places now.
It gets attention, that's for sure. Hey, if you guys could do me a favor, please leave a comment below on an action camera that you use that is not a GoPro, because I need to start doing some serious shopping, and I need to stop feeling so sad about losing footage and just start creating again. So I'm gonna try to do a daily vlog while we were here during the Sturgis rally, starting very, very soon. So if you haven't done so yet, hit the subscribe button. Go check out Jordan's channel as well. And until my next one, you guys be good, ride motorcycles, and I'll see you in the next one.